Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Okay, ma'am. Shall we start, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. What's happening? Good afternoon, ma'am. I welcome all the participants for this 11th session of 6 days innovative faculty development program on innovative medical healthcare using AR VR. Already we had Dr. N. Shanti, ma'am. என்ன ma'am? Okay, okay. I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Shall we start the session, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Session is over to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Happy afternoon to all of you present here. Once again, I thank the organizers for inviting me. I know it's very difficult to attend the afternoon session after a lunch. Anyway, we have to do this session. So let me present. Whether my screen is visible?
Visible, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, again, once again, good afternoon to all of you. Today, my topic is transforming healthcare through advanced technologies. Healthcare, it's one of the very, very important area. It is facing a lot of changes nowadays. So many advanced technologies have come in place. We are all looking towards healthier future. So let's see different technologies which are helpful, which are developed for the betterment of the healthcare. Healthcare today faces a lot of challenges like increasing demand from patients, cost, rise of cost, shortage of professionals, etc., etc. So we need a lot of innovative solutions for all this problem. Healthcare, it is very, very important. A lot of requirements from the patients are increasing. Once if we enter the hospital, the cost or expenses towards the treatment is rising like anything. And also in some of the countries, the professional shortage is also one of the major challenge. So we need some innovative and transformative approach so that the patients get improved care. So healthcare is undergoing lot of transformation through innovative technologies. There are huge number of technologies which are available, which enhances the healthcare which is available today. So technology, which is a crucial catalyst for positive change in this healthcare. By leveraging a lot of advanced solutions, we can bridge gaps in access among different group of people, efficiency in getting the care, accuracy of results, and ultimately enhancing patient-centric care models. So that's the aim of introducing a lot of innovative technologies in this era. So, in this presentation, we'll explore the various technologies like the role of AI, robotics, IoT, IOMT, AR, VR, and so many other technologies which are helpful in revolutionizing the healthcare landscape. So, to start with the evolution of healthcare technology, everyone knows what was there in the earlier days. It started from early surgical tools to the invention of antibiotics. Healthcare has seen a lot of rapid advancements in technology. So, in this particularly this 21st century, it has seen the rise of digital healthcare with a lot of things like electronic health records, telehealth, wearable devices, and so on and so forth. So, these emerging technologies are set to further revolutionize healthcare, offers innovative experiences, and enables more personalized care for patients. So the future of healthcare lies in working hand in hand with technology. So without technology, we cannot improve or expect improvement in healthcare. So technology plays a vital role in this. So let's explore how this technology is shaping the future of healthcare. So the agenda for today is what are the current challenges in healthcare, the cutting edge technologies which reshapes the healthcare industry, practical applications of these technologies in clinical and operational settings, and then future trends and their transformative potential. How this technology transforms the healthcare industry. So that's what we are going to see today. So first, let's see what are the challenges faced by today in healthcare, and what are the needs, and why this lot of new technology has come in place. So first problem or challenge is rising demands because population size is also increased, aging population increases, and the expectation from the patient is also increasing. So that drives the demand for healthcare services. So the expectation 10 years before, our expectation was different, and now what we expect from the healthcare industry is entirely different. And the diseases which are coming in is also making a change. So that also improves the demand in the healthcare sector. Then another is cost pressures. So the cost of healthcare continues to rise, posing a significant challenge for individuals, payers, and providers. So this everybody would somehow or other you would have experienced. When we go to hospital, really the charges which the hospitals get from the individuals are huge. So obviously, the aim is we have to live a healthy life. Once if you go to the hospital, then the expenses or the pressure which is posed on the individuals or the patients is huge. So where we need some technology so that the cost involved should reduce. Then another challenge here is healthcare workforce shortage. Um, it differs from country to country. In certain countries, the workforce is adequately available. And there are certain countries where the healthcare workforce is really a shortage. So, need for qualified healthcare professionals that creates again strain on the system and limits access to care for a different group of people. Then disparity in different people. The significant disparities in access and outcomes still persist, and highlighting the need for equity and inclusivity of different group of people who lives in different parts of world. So again, the access for healthcare available, it varies from person to person, and it varies from country to countries, place one place to other place. So that difference should be reduced. So uh, currently it is still there, so that we need a technological solution to avoid such kind of challenges in the current place. Okay, now let's see why technology is essential in redefining this healthcare. So first is bridging the gaps. So as I already have told you, there are a lot of difference barriers between a group of people. So technology can bridge geographic barriers and address disparities in access to care, ensuring equity and accessibility. So technology is very important for bridging geographic and accessibility gaps to ensure equity among different group of people. Then another one is improving efficiency. So through streamlined process and automation and automatic optimizing workflows can increase efficiency and reduce the cost involved in the healthcare industry. Then another one is enhancing accuracy. So many times we would have felt that when we go to the hospital, doctors say initially they'll say this could be your problem. Then we'll take medicine. Then after some time it will not get cure, and when we again go to the hospital, again they'll say it is, oh no, it's not something like this. We'll try something else. So this again we would have experienced many times. So we need accuracy, enhance the accuracy of this identifying the problems faced by the patients. So leveraging data analytics and AI could help this identify trends and diagnose conditions accurately, and try to give personalized treatments for people. Then another one is patient-centered care, where technology empowers patients to actively participate in their care with greater access to information and resources. So many times, if patients are illiterate, then they don't have access to sufficient information and resources. But now technology is essential to modify this such that every patient should have access to all kind of information and all resources. Now each patient has rights to know what treatment he is undergoing, what medicines they are giving, for what purpose they are giving all this information. It is a right of a patient to get all these informations. So in order to satisfy all this, technology is really essential for in changing this healthcare industry. Now, coming to artificial intelligence, one of the game changer in healthcare, which allows machine to learn and perform tasks traditionally requiring human intelligence. Okay, in before this AI and machine learning comes into play, only the human beings or the doctors, whoever has knowledge, can analyze and give uh, treatments to the patients. But now, after the introduction of artificial intelligence, now it is this AI. It is not a new field. It is there in the market for a long time. But now the implementation of AI technology and AI, machine learning, deep learning, and all these things are nowadays vastly used in this healthcare. So it's a new era of care. It is transforming healthcare by enabling machines to learn from data and perform tasks that was originally traditionally done only using human intelligence. So, what is the benefit of introducing AI? It can enhance the diagnosis. So, along with the diagnosis by the doctors, this AI also support the aid for the doctors in diagnosis, personalized treatment plans. So, treatments need not be need not be common for all the patients. It should be unique for each patient, because the body condition of each patient is different from body condition of the other patient. So treatment for one patient could cannot be same for the other patient. So AI can help to give personalized treatment plans and optimize workflows, so that the outcome and experience of a patient could improve. As we all know that this AI it is used in wide range of applications like diagnosis, decision making, drug discovery, and personalized medicine. So these are some are few of the areas where AI is used, but AI is used in almost all the industries, in all fields of healthcare. So the applications it ranges from imaging, diagnostics to drug discovery, predictive analytics, and so many fields which are available. Next comes an example of AI-powered diagnostics, that is unveiling the future of diagnosis. So, for disease prediction diagnosis, how AI is used. It is again used in different fields. So, say for example, one is radiology. A lot of research papers are available on this area. So AI algorithms they try to analyze medical images like X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, etc., to assist radiologists in detecting abnormalities. So in olden days, only the doctors see those X-rays, all these images, and they predict what could be the disease identified for the patient. But now things have changed. When we give this X-ray, CT scans, or MRI to AI algorithms, they analyze these algorithms and they predict what could be the abnormality present in those images. So that aids the practitioner or radiologist to identify. So they'll already have come to a conclusion. By getting the conclusion from this AI based algorithms, they can come to accurate decision on what could be the problem which is identified in those images. So that is one area where AI is used largely. Then another one is AI in pathology. So here, if you see, AI can assist the pathologist in analyzing the tissue samples, identify what could be the disease markers, and provide accurate diagnosis. So, Path AI is one example which uses machine learning to identify diseases like cancer more accurately by analyzing biopsy images. So, when to this application, Path AI application, if biopsy images are given, it says whether the patient is affected by a cancer or not by analyzing the biopsy images. So it is more accurate and it aids the help of the pathologist in identifying the disease. Then another one is generically any diseases, early disease reduction. So many times people do not know that they are affected with some diseases. So they'll wait until it goes to the later stages. That is difficult to solve the problems. So this AI helps to detect early signs of diseases like cancer, retinal diseases, so that we can intervene early and we can get improved outcomes. So one example is Google DeepMind AI system, which diagnoses this eye diseases more accurately than any other systems. Uh, After this AI, robotics is another area. So this robotics is also very much used in healthcare, which transforms this surgical and rehabilitative care. One is first one is surgical robotics, where robotic assisted surgery systems like Da Vinci surgical systems. It's an example, one of the surgical system which provides surgeons with enhanced precision, skill, and visualization. So uh, generally, the surgeons they'll decide on how to do the operations and all. Here, this robots they assist the surgeon so that the level of precision and skill required is very much higher in this by using this surgical robotics. We'll see an example also. Then another one is rehabilitation robots. This robots can help to assist with the physical therapy, rehabilitation, so that suppose if a patient is not having legs or then if suppose if amputated with due to some accidents or something, then these robots supports the patients to improve their mobility and functions for patients with the disabilities. Then another one is robotic prosthetics, where this advanced robotic prosthetics like additional hand or something like that, they provide amputees with greater functionality and independence, so that enabling them to lead more fulfilling lives. So earlier, when they are handicapped or due to some accidents, if hand is broken or uh, if the people is amputated, then they find it very tough to live. But now because of this robots, this advanced prosthetics helps these people to live in a healthier life. So that makes the people gives greater independence and functionalities. So, Da Vinci, as we have already seen, it is one of the robotic assisted surgery. They minimally invasive surgery used for a variety of procedures. This robo it helps in doing operations. Another one, if you see Mako, which is a robo assisted joint replacement surgery, improving accuracy. You can see this short YouTube video how this. So if you see in that YouTube, you could have seen how robo assisted joint replacement surgery, where it helps the doctors the accurately how to uh, replace joints. Okay, so it helps to improve the accuracy. So now robots are playing a vital role in doing all this. Even in India, in Tamil Nadu itself, this robo assisted surgery has come in place. In KMGH and all, doctors are doing such robo-assisted surgeries. Apart from operating room, this robotics also helps in various tasks, like if we want to do some repetitive tasks, then obviously if we involve human being, then they get frustrated after a certain period of time. But if we involve robots, then they don't get frustrated or they don't get tired. They can do repetitive tasks any number of times. So they are used for automating tasks like medication dispensing and inventory management. So these requires repetitive tasks. So if currently human beings are involved, so that makes boredom to the people who are involved in that, and it causes some error, because if they are repeating same task again and again, there is a possibility of making mistakes. So in that place, if robotics is used, then that avoids such kind of errors. Then another area where this could be used apart from operations is robo-assisted care. That is, it provides companionship and assistance for elderly patients. Now, that is one area where it is lagging even in our country. In for elders, because most of the people now, youngsters, are working in different places, and they could not take sufficient care for the elder people. So again, it is a debatable issue whether to supplement a human being with a robo, but it aids or supports the elderly patients in providing companionships and assistance. After this, the another area where it is used is Internet of Medical Things. We all know about Internet of Things. That is also useful for providing support. This Internet of Medical Things, which helps to empower the patients and providers. So first is wearable devices. This everybody knows, like smartwatches, fitness trackers, and other wearable devices. They used to collect real-time health data. They provide insights into activity levels, sleep patterns, and vital signs. So recently, I heard from one of my relative that he identified some problem with his, not problem. He identified that his heartbeat level is somewhat irregular through this device. Then, when he went to the doctor and checked, then they identified that there is a block in his heart. Then they have done heart surgery and other things. So, this smartwatches and this wearable devices, they used to collect real-time health data, and it tries to identify whether the person who is wearing that device is normal, or is there any discrepancy or any deviations identified from these routine activities. So that is one area called wearable devices. Then another one is remote monitoring. Since if we use these kind of devices with patients, then we can remotely monitor the health of the patients. So that allows healthcare providers to track their condition and intervene early if necessary. That is, in many of the foreign countries, each patient will have their own personal doctors or family doctors. So all their health records are directly linked to their family doctors. So when they wear this kind of devices, that is again linked to their records, and the doctors periodically monitors the data which is received from these devices. If there is any irregularity, then automatically the doctors directly call those patients and check whether the patient is normal or any intervene is required for them. So that is another important area, or where technology plays a crucial role, that is remote monitoring. Then another one is connected devices, that is this IOMT, which includes connected medical devices like glucose monitors, inhalers, insulin pumps, and all these are connected together so that you can continuously monitor and automate the data which is shared between different stakeholders. The next area or next technology enhancement is telemedicine. Um, Particularly after this COVID, this telemedicine has become very, very popular. So this changes the way the patient and doctor interacts. Usually, as a patient, we would like to visit the doctor and get consultation. But if you see, in during COVID time, even people are afraid of seeing the other people. So those in those times, doctors were the one who were affected the most. So they preferred like this video consultations. They allow the patients to consult with healthcare providers remotely through video conferencing, so that the need for physical visit could be eliminated. Again, that suppose if the problem is very minor, we need not go to the hospital because that takes a lot of time to travel, waiting, and all those things. So that saves our time and also the waiting time of the doctors, waiting time of the patient and the doctors. This in maybe not in our country, in many of the foreign countries, abroad countries, they started practicing this video consultations for regular routine checkups. They discuss with the doctors through this video consultations, or they'll go to doctors, and if the doctor asks them to take some blood test or some scans or reports which maybe the result will come after 2 days or 3 days. In that cases again, the patient need not go to the doctor. So the doctors, they'll give appointment and they'll check these images or x-rays or data, and they directly connect with the patients and they discuss the results of these blood tests and other tests. So that really helps the patients to go from one place to the other place, and a lot of time is saved by doing this video consultations. And nowadays doctors also started practicing this in many of the countries. Then next is mobile health apps. So there are some basic apps which are already available to track the monitor the health of patient. Say a lot of weight reduction apps are available. They check, monitor the regular food habits of patient. So a lot of apps are available for different kinds of applications. So they provide access to health information, appointment scheduling, medication reminders, and other convenient tools. So that's very easy to use for the patients. Because for simple things, for simple requirements, for simple information, we need not go to the hospital. So again, so that helps, this kind of apps helps the patients for a different health information which is required through this apps. Then remote monitoring, this already like in IOMT itself we have seen this telehealth. They enables the remote monitoring of patients' health data. They allows healthcare providers to track their condition and intervene early if necessary. So IOMT uses devices for this remote monitoring, and telemedicine, where the doctors do not connect directly. Instead, through mobile phones or through some Google Meet or like this, they regularly monitor the health data, and they allow the healthcare providers to track their condition. And if it is necessary, then immediately they'll call the patient and they'll ask them to come for hospital for further treatment. So in telehealth also now AI is integrated, so that still more features are added. One is remote consultation, that is virtual consultation with the help of AI. So that is possible. Next is AI algorithms. Without the intervention of human being, AI itself try to assist at the first place. They try to diagnose what could be the problem. Then once if there is any ambiguity or any problem, then the patients can go to the doctors. So for diagnosis, AI is helpful. Then for real time remote monitoring, real time patient monitoring are examples for telehealth and the AI integration. Another very important area where it is used for securing this healthcare data is blockchain. Excuse me. So most of you know what is a blockchain. Blockchain is used to provide security. There are a lot of data, secure data involved in this healthcare. So many times, if the data is leaked, then that creates a problem for the patients, both in their personal data or their medical data. So that if that is shared, then if it is compromised, then that could create a problem. So this blockchain helps to secure and tamper-proof storage of sensitive medical records that enhances data privacy and integrity. So blockchain is one of the application of blockchain is healthcare data. There are so many other applications available for blockchain. This is one kind of application which helps to improve the healthcare data. Another advantage of blockchain is interoperability and data sharing. So this facilitates seamless data sharing between healthcare providers, which improves patient care coordination and reducing redundancy. Again, uh, See, many times what happened is we'll go to one hospital, they'll take X-ray, then scans and all. And if we go to the next hospital, suppose if we are not satisfied with the treatment, then if we go to the next hospital, they'll not accept this records which are taken from in the other hospital. Again, we have to do the same process again and again. But if all these are connected together in a secured manner, then the data is transferred from one place to the other place, and uh, any person or anyone who is involved in this cycle can access the data securely. That is, the authorized person can access the record of the patients. So in foreign countries and all, some each patient is identified uniquely, like our other number. They are uniquely identified with a number. If that number is given to any of the healthcare professionals, then they can easily access the data about the person. So from starting, all the history could be accessed by any of the valid healthcare professionals. So blockchain again helps in that area. So it provides data security. It protects the patient information from unauthorized access from people who are not directly involved with the patient. And also, transparency is provided by blockchain. It is auditable and a traceable record of healthcare data is available through this blockchain. So, blockchain is again another disruptive technology which helps healthcare to maintain healthcare records safely, and then interoperability. All these things are possible because of this blockchain. Okay, so electronic health records are the health records of a patient once if it is created, and this health record could be accessed from any place in the country. So that is the aim of this electronic health record, and lot of agencies are working towards this to make this possible. So this helps to protect sensitive patient information from security breaches, and then seamless sharing of electronic health records across different healthcare providers like hospital, then medical shops, then different X-ray centers or imaging centers, etc. So where this electronic health records could be shared without worrying about the modifications. Okay, sometimes what happen if it is not secured, then If the record is created in one of the hospital and if it is passed to or if it is submitted to other hospital, then the data stored in the medical health record could be changed due to either wantedly or unwantedly. So this could be avoided by introducing blockchain for maintaining electronic health records. Coming to big data analytics, this medical data, you have large volume of data. So big data analytics has very important role for this helps for better outcome. One is predictive modeling, where we have large data sets available. So based on this analysis, we could predict the disease outbreaks. So based on the history, earlier history, we can predict either there could be a disease outbreak in a particular period of time, etc., and what could be the reason, how to avoid all this, and identifying high risk patients and personalizing treatment plans. So that is called predictive modeling. So for predictive modeling, the big data analytics plays a very important role, because only if we have some historical data, we can make decisions. Are you all there? Is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Next is population health management. Uh, so again, this based on the population, based on the location, the health trend varies. So where the large, huge volume of data which is collected already could help the healthcare providers to understand the health trends of the population, allocate resources effectively, so that the overall health outcome could be improved. Uh, so, for coming to a conclusion, the large data is of really help, because if you take medical data, there are a large volume of patients available and huge data sets are available. But getting the set is really a difficult one. But by analyzing these big data analytics, we can identify what is the problem faced by the population, and we can give some resources, allocate resources effectively. How this big data could be helpful for healthcare is one is clinical decision making. See, we can take some decisions based on the data which is already generated or historical data which is provided. So, data driven insights for better healthcare decisions. This big data helps in the healthcare for making clinical decisions. Then, operational efficiency, that is optimizing workflows and resource allocation. uh, Based on the previous history, based on the previous data, we can optimize the workflow among the different personals, different activities, and allocate the resources. Obviously, the outcome is improved, predicting disease patterns and intervening early based on the information already available. Next comes the precision medicine. Precision medicine means tailoring treatments to individuals. So, person to person, individual to individual, the treatment will vary. So, first, if you take personalized treatment, that is optimizes patient care by considering unique genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. So again, person to person, the treatment varies, the problem varies, and the treatment should also be different. So we need to consider different factors like their genetic factors, environmental factors, and their lifestyle. See, people in villages are different from people who are living in cities or urban places are different. So the treatment required for different group of people should be different. So precision medicine is one area where we need to identify different group of people and accordingly the treatment should be given. That's called personalized treatment. Another next one is in precision medicine is genomics, where an individual DNA of a person is identified, analyzed, and understood the genetic predisposition. That is what causes the disease, and if we change that DNA, then that avoids the disease. So that's called genomics. Then next is proteomics, where protein expression patterns are studied to identify the reason for problem, that is biomarkers, and personalize the treatment based on this. That's called proteomics. Then next is metabolomics, where metabolites of a body are assessed for metabolic pathways and identify the disease markers. So what causes the disease in a patient? So precision medicine helps to tailor treatments to individuals. So if you see here, this gene editing is it is like rewriting the code of life. CRISPR is one technology where a revolutionary gene editing tool which allows the scientists to precisely modify the DNA sequence. So we know that DNA sequence, if it changed, then that causes diseases among the patients. So by modifying these sequences, then obviously this you can this CRISPR is a technology which is used to edit the gene itself. So that if we edit, then automatically that cures the diseases. That helps for treating lot of disorders, developing gene therapies, preventing diseases. For all this, this gene editing is really helpful. Now, coming to already in the first session itself, I have told much about virtual reality and augmented reality. This again, this session is not this session. This entire ATAL FDP is mostly on VR AR, but the topic today is generally it is healthcare through advanced technologies. So, in addition to VR and AR, there are a lot of other technologies which helps to improve this healthcare. So if you take VR, it is one area which provides immersive experiences for healthcare in different areas. Like few examples are like surgical training, pain management, mental health treatment, etc. So if you take surgical training, this VR simulations, it helps providing realistic training environments for surgeons to practice complex procedures. So instead of doing practicing on the physical human body, they can practice using this VR experience. So they get practiced, and once they are, if they feel completely practiced, then they can practice on the real human being. So one area where this virtual reality is helpful is surgical training. The next is pain management, where we are distract patients during painful procedures. So, like normally in our younger ages, we'll show some leaves and all. If you see that, then we'll not when we get injection, then we'll not feel that pain. The same case applies here, where they distract the patients during some painful procedures like operation something, and they use this VR technology for distracting the patients so that the patients will have lesser pain. So that reduces anxiety and improving their experiences. Then next is mental health management treatment. So VR based this exposure therapy, it helps the patients to overcome phobias and anxieties in a safe and controlled environment. So nowadays this is one of the most important problem faced by many of the youngsters or people who work in a stressed environment. Lot of suicidals and a lot of death happens because of this mental health issue. So this virtual reality VR helps the patients to overcome all these phobias and anxieties. Uh, so it provides a safe and controlled environment. Then Already we have seen this pain management. Then physical therapy, it allows patients to engage in immersive exercises, motivating them to adhere to their rehabilitation programs and improve outcomes. So during physical therapy also, this VR helps to engage the patients using the immersive exercises. So they'll involve in that therapy and they'll start doing the exercises. This in medical imaging, neurological conditions, they help in improving diagnostics and treatment planning. So this AR/VR they enhances the medical images. Already existing images could be enhanced so that the doctors could visualize the complex anatomical structures and identify abnormalities. So, in the medical imaging field, also, instead of viewing the images in two dimension, they help the doctors to visualize the images in multi-dimensional. So that it is easy for the doctors to identify the abnormalities which is present in the image. The next is neurological conditions. So this VR it helps the patients with neurological disorders practice motor skills and cognitive functions because those people their movement is restricted for neurological disorders. This VR AR technology helps them to recover from that and they provide cognitive functions. They try to promote recovery and well-being. Again, involving a human being takes lot of time and energy, so that it is a problem for them. So to improve this VR AR helps them. Also, this AR VR it tries to enhance patient education and engagement. So VR allows the patients to visualize their medical conditions, understand treatment options, and make informed decisions. As I've already told you, all patients are they have the right to know what is their actual problem, what treatment they are undergoing, what problems they'll get based on this, so that they can take decisions whether to undergo continue the treatment or change the treatment. So that decision the patient themselves can take if they are knowledgeable. So but they have the rights to get all this information. So this AR provides interactive learning experiences, engaging patients and making complex medical information easy to understand. Because of this, it is easy for the because every patient cannot understand, could not understand what the doctors are saying. So by having this learning experience using this AR/VR, it helps the patients to understand complex medical information, so that it is easy for them to know what is actually happening. So this AR/VR it helps the revolutionize the medical training and simulation, medical training and simulation. So this provides immersive learning for even for medical professionals. They practice all these procedures without any risk because by doing this VR simulations, there is no risk involved. But if you do actual practice and if any failure comes, then really that is a huge risk. So this VR simulations that creates realistic environments so that the healthcare professionals, medical professionals, they practice without risk and they obviously learn from the immersive learning, real time learning, they'll get it. The next is skill development. So, if you see this VR, they allow trainees to gain hands on experience, improving their surgical skills and decision making abilities. Using this VR training, the trainees improves their experience, their surgical skills, and also decision making abilities. So they know what has actually happened, how the surgery is done, and what need to be improved. So using that, their skills are improved. Then cost-effective training. So if human beings are involved in giving the training, that involves huge cost. But if we involve VR, it reduces the need for expensive and time-consuming live surgeries, saving cost and the resources. So the time consuming live surgeries could be reduced, and cost and resources could also be saved. So VR helps in revolutionizing the medical training and simulation. So that is again an important area where this AR VR is really helpful. So again, this AR/VR it helps to overcome these surgical challenges like precise navigation, minimal invasive surgery, improved outcomes. So first is this AR. As we all know that AR overlays the real-time data onto the surgical field. They guide the surgeons through complex procedures and accuracy. Uh, Here is overlaying of the real data onto the virtual data. So this helps in the surgical field for the surgeons through some complex procedures. Next is minimally invasive surgery, where this VR simulations provide surgeons with a detailed anatomical knowledge, allowing them to perform procedures with greater precision. So, precision is what is very, very important. Accuracy is very important. So, this AR VR it again helps in greater precision. Then, so obviously, if we do all this, the outcome will be improved. Like AR/VR assisted surgery leads to reduced complications, shorter recovery times, and better overall patient outcome. So that is what is aim to improve the patient outcome. So this AR/VR is one area which helps them to improve the patient healthcare. Last in the previous slide itself, I have told a lot of people who are affected by mental health. So around 1.5 billion people globally suffer from mental health disorders. If you read newspapers or watch news, then you could see a lot of people are facing this mental health problems, and they do not like any other disease. They are not ready to accept that there is a problem with their mental stability. So around 1.5 billion people really suffer from this mental health disorders. So we need a AR, we are trying to offer some personalized treatment and support, because the treatment given to or selected for one particular person is not suitable for the other one. So this AR, VR helps or try to identify personalized treatment and support for those people. VR, AR is also helpful in enhancing the healthcare practices. So, in the surgical navigation, this AR plays an important role. They provide surgeons with real time information about patient anatomy during surgery, enhancing the precision and accuracy. So, this is what is actually required by the doctors. Like, what is the actual accurate problem which the doctors are facing. So, many times we go to the doctor, check with the doctor, but they will say there is no problem. But here, when they come to their home, then they'll really find it very, very difficult. So, for this precision and accuracy, this augmented reality helps. And then for patient education and engagement, so this AR they allow the patients to visualize their conditions. So this already seen. So both AR and VR helps the patient to know what is their treatment. As far as AR and VR is concerned, this future of healthcare, they have lot of promise for this AR VR technology. They continue to revolutionize diagnostics, treatment, patient education, and overall care that improves the lives and shaping of the medical landscape of tomorrow. So here we are really helps in healthcare. Not only there are a lot of areas where this AR/VR plays a very important role. Healthcare is one of the area where this plays a vital role. Still, it is not directly started utilized in many of the areas, because the cost involved in this, and a lot of researchers are going on in bringing AR/VR technology to healthcare. Uh, Next advanced technology for healthcare is 3D printing. So in the recent days, lot of research is going on for 3D printing. Even simple machines with lesser cost have also come. So they helps to print the organs and the use. So these are different areas: prosthetics and implants, surgical models, and bioprinting. uh, that is this 3D printing, the creation of customized prosthetic limbs and implants that fit patients perfectly, improving functions and comfort. So, whatever organs the patients require, then that organ is printed using 3D printers, and that is used by the patients. So that tries to improve the health of the patients. This 3D printed models of patients' organs allow surgeons to plan complex procedures with greater precision and accuracy. Again, this 3D printing helps the surgeons to do the operations with greater precision and accuracy. Uh, let's see a simple YouTube. So, you would have heard from your friends or from your relatives that many people are waiting for kidneys for years together. Getting kidney is really a difficult one. So, if this comes and if it is really successful, then lot of patients they will not die because of this organ failures. So, printing human tissues and organs, opening up possibilities for organ transplantation and regenerative medicine. um, so that helps in prosthetics, that is custom designed and manufactured prosthetic limbs for the patients. So again, the limbs vary from person to person. So depends on the data or depends on the measurements which are taken for a particular patient. The limbs are designed and it is fixed. So that helps the patient to move in a proper manner. It is easy for them. So that is called prosthetics. Then another one is organ fabrication, where biocompatible organs are created for transplantation. So people waiting for organs or organ donation becomes will become very less by this organ fabrication. Then surgical planning, where 3D models are used for complex surgeries to help improve the accuracy. Next is nanotechnology. These are tiny innovations with big impact. Most of you would have heard about this nanotechnology, where the size is very, very small. They help in different areas. A few areas is like drug delivery and diagnostics. They help to this nanotechnology. They allow for targeted drug delivery, like in the patients. Nanotechnology helps to deliver the drugs, increase the efficacy, and reducing the side effects rather than using any other device. This nanotechnology helps in reducing the side effects. Then nano sensors, if you take, they detect disease markers at the earlier stages. Implanting this nano sensors are simpler when compared to normal sensor, because the size of nano sensors are very, very small. So they help to detect the disease markers at the earliest stages. so that enables a timely diagnosis and treatment. So cost is also less when compared to the normal things, because of its size. It is easy for them to implant in the patients. So that helps to identify the disease markers at the earlier stages, timely diagnosis and treatment. This already we have seen remote patient monitoring. This new era of care. If we want to monitor the elderly patients, we use this continuous monitoring, and where the vital signs are tracked remotely, like heartbeat, blood pressure, and oxygen levels. The devices are connected to the doctors. The doctors, instead of monitoring regularly physically, they monitor from their place. And if there is any discrepancy, if there is any changes noticed from the previous data, then immediately they'll connect to the patients and they'll alert them. And physically they'll come and visit, and they'll check the reasons for this deviations, and they'll start treatment. Then proactive care, they need not wait until a person becomes sick. Already I've given you an example. One of my relative who wears this smart watches, before he get a heart attack, he identified that there is a block in his heart. So immediately he went and undergone this surgery, so that helps him, so that he didn't get any heart attacks, because in the recent days heart attacks have become quite, I mean, lot of attacks are happening. We are hearing then and there that recently one of our student who is just 18, who is studying in first year, got heart attack, and he's no more now. So this patient monitoring, if there is any device, if he is monitored, then that fatal could have been avoided. So this remote patient monitoring, it helps the doctors or healthcare practitioners to monitor the patients remotely. It's also similar to IOMT, like Internet of Medical Things, that is wearable technology that helps preventive healthcare. So, using this smartwatches, tidbits, their physical activity could be tracked, sleep patterns, and other health metrics are tracked. Then personalized insights, they provide data-driven guidance for healthier lifestyle choices. So based on their data, how much time they are doing workouts, what food they are taking. So all this information they collect, and if anything need to be changed, then it is informed to them. So provide data-driven guidance for healthier lifestyle choices. Then real-time data, continuous monitoring, it provides valuable insights for personalized treatment. Then improved outcomes. So obviously, it would do all this, take tailored therapies and interventions based on individual needs. So again, these therapies and all, it's not common for all the patients. Instead, it varies from person to person. So all these are tailored therapies for a particular person, that helps the needs of an individual. So we saw about big data analytics and all. So for storing big data, cloud computing is very much essential, because every hospital cannot afford a huge server, huge storage space. So they need to go for cloud computing. So that's again another buzzword which is in the industry for the past 10-15 years. Uh, so the advantage of going for cloud computing is uh, the which is helpful for transforming the healthcare data management. So one is data accessibility, securely and readily available patient information, because anywhere you can access the data if it is stored on the cloud, and we need not worry about the deletion of data, or we need not worry whether this volume of data could be stored in a place. So all these things are not there, and the data could be accessed from any of the places. And obviously, the one major advantage of using going for cloud is scalability. Now, a lot of clouds like AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud, Google Cloud platforms are available. They helps to scale the volume of data which is stored in the electronic health records or individual people. So and it is almost flexible because anywhere you can access, anytime you can increase the size. So all these flexibilities are given. So that is the need for cloud computing, adapting to changing healthcare needs. Then another advantage is cost-effective solutions, that is providing optimized resource utilization by using this cloud. Only whenever there is a need for data to be stored, then we can go for cloud. Otherwise, we need not, whatever is actually required can be used in the cloud computing. Suppose if we purchase our own server, our own GPU, or our own storage space, only if there is utilization, okay. Otherwise, if we predict that in future that will be the size of the data, and if we go for infrastructure, then that is a waste, because we do not know what will happen after 2 years or 3 years. So if we go for cloud, the cloud providers will change they are advanced, and all the advancements are there and done then and there. So for storing huge volume of data, cloud computing is very much essential, and also the data should be accessed from any places. So that also be provided by this cloud computing. Again, these are the advantages of this cloud: data interoperability and integration, where unified patient records, a comprehensive view of patient history is there. Already I've told you, in many countries, each patient is identified with a number, medical record number. If that medical record number is given to any of the person anywhere in the place, anywhere in the country, then immediately by searching through that number, they identify what are the different treatments undertaken by those patients are available. That's really a good thing. So for that, this is really helpful. Unified patient records. Then improved coordination between different healthcare providers like medical shops, doctors, then ambulance service. But different healthcare providers are available, where between them improved coordination is there. Then next is enhanced patient care. Already we saw that cloud helps in providing enhanced patient care. You have a better decision making because all data are available with you. So you have better decision making and outcome. So IoT, IOMT, this also helps in healthcare for empowering the patients and the providers. You can monitor the patients with the real-time data on vital signs, activity levels, medication adherence, etc. So by monitoring this, we can connect the patients with the healthcare providers remotely, and improve their accessibility and reducing hospital visits. That's one of the toughest thing which everyone would have faced when we visit doctors, either for some other reasons. Then we have to wait for a longer time before looking at the before seeing the doctor. Um, so there are a lot of devices like medical devices connected to the internet that collect and transmit patient data in real time. So that helps thing. Examples are like smart thermometers, insulin pumps, and ECG monitors. So if you see this insulin pumps, so patient with diabetes can use this in place of insulin. So this is called insulin. So they'll do like this insulin pump theory. It is a small device which mimics some of the ways a healthy pancreas works. So for diabetic people, this secretion of pancreas is very much essential. So this insulin pump therapy helps in monitoring this insulin level. So smart hospitals, this everyone are looking at for optimizing operations and the patient experience. Smart hospitals means there are different fields like different areas. One is infrastructure management, patient flow optimization, data driven decision making. Before we see this, a simple short video. So imagine how nice it would be if the hospitals are like that, smart hospitals. So where what is required is a lot of things. One is infrastructure management, predictive maintenance, energy efficiency, optimized resource allocation, etc., etc. Then patient flow optimization, because many times we go and wait in the hospital for a longer duration. So streamlining patient pathways, reducing wait times, improve that obviously improves the patient satisfaction. Next is data-driven decision making, real-time insights for improving clinical workflows and operational efficiency. So that is another area. If we need to do all this, then networking obviously is very, very important. Communication is very important. Now we are in the 5G era. 6G is also going to come, but as of now, 5G fueling the healthcare transformation. So without this 5G or communication network, if we speak about the different things, there is no purpose in it. If we want to enhance telemedicine, real-time data transfer, seamless connectivity, then 5G is one of the most important one for all this. Because in telemedicine, obviously we need to perform high-quality video conferencing for virtual consultations and remote patient care. So if we want to go for this, then we need a high-speed network. So 5G network is essential for that. Then real-time data transfer, like if you go and give a blood test or some x-rays, then we need not wait in that place, or we should not take that report from the scanning center and give it to going to the hospital and giving to the doctors. Instead, if it is transmitted, it is faster, and in between that nothing will happen. So faster transmission of large medical images and patient data for quick diagnosis and treatment. So we need normally we have to go to the centers, collect things, and again going back to the doctor, showing it to the doctor. So that takes a lot of time. Instead, if it is connected through network, then data transfer could be done quickly. Then seamless connectivity, obviously reliable and widespread connectivity for seamless access to medical devices and information. Next area is digital therapeutics, that is software based therapies. Many would have heard of different apps which are currently available that helps personalized treatment. Say one example is Healthify Knee Pro, which helps the patients to monitor their weight and following different diet plans, exercise plans, etc. So these tailored therapies for individual patient needs and preferences. Then improved adherence, like gamification, interactive features, so that the patient engagement and compliance is improved. Obviously, if we go for software-based therapies, then cost is reduced very much when compared to hardware. This reduces healthcare cost by improving patient outcomes and minimizing hospitalizations. So, if they can check with the mobile app or some web apps, that helps the patient uh, to know what actually happens. Only if it is serious, then they can go to the hospital. So if you see this AI and virtual health assistants, they revolutionize the patient care. Simple video, let's see, virtualized health assistants. So it would be very nice to have a virtual health assistant like this. So they offer personalized care, engaging the patients 24 by 7. We will not wait for a person to attend our doubts, clarifications like AI powered chatbots, then disease management, personalized recommendations and reminders to manage some chronic conditions. Early deductions. This AI algorithms, they analyze data to identify potential health risks. So imagine if there is a virtual health assistant, then it would be very beneficial for the patients. So we have come to the end. The future of healthcare with the innovations. We have seen a lot of technology, how the healthcare is transformed with the different technologies from blockchain, virtual reality, augmented reality, AI, then blockchain. There are so many areas we have seen 3D printing, robotics, all this, they impact on patient care, research, and industry needs, industry trends. So, from smart hospitals to AI powered health assistants, we are actually moving towards more efficient, personalized, and accessible care. To sum up, this all these emerging technologies like AI, IOMT, VR, AR, blockchain, all these are revolutionizing the healthcare. So they are not just solving what is the challenge of today, but they are paving the way for a healthier, more inclusive future. Because we all know that the average age of a human is increased because of all these technologies. We hope we all live in a healthy and safe environment with the help of all these technologies together. Thank you so much for the opportunity given. If you have any doubts or clarifications, you can ask. Just a minute. I'll just stop.
Anyone is having questions? Please, participants, if you have any queries, ask them.
If there are no questions, can we close?
Okay, ma'am. I think no one is asking any question. Okay, ma'am.